الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
I think one of the things I'm really proud about my father is the fact that he was a strong man in a way where it was a little bit ahead of his time. Where there's a lot of things that go on where he's very quiet but at the same time very direct. And I think that was like a great quality where, like for me, I'm not quiet, but when it's time for me to be direct, I can be very direct.
I was at home sleeping and it was very early in the morning and I got a call and they said, Nene, you need to sit down. Your mom just passed away. And I just froze.
It was after midnight. I've been doing my meals now in Rhode Island. I'll be ready for go sleep now because I'll be get for work in the morning. So I lay down, older brother Ibrahim, teacher 9-4 called me. He say, when he called me, the phone ring, I see the number. I say, what make my brother call me this late? Me have to begin beat fast. Well, I answer, and I say, tell you, mommy don't die. The shock, now I just hang up the phone at 2 a.m. Because 2 days before, I just talked to her. I tell her, I will call her again later.
I think a conversation that I always think about is the day before she died, she called me and I was at work and we talked literally all day. And she was just saying how proud she is of me. And that gave me a lot of comfort, and she was saying, you're going to law school and, don't be discouraged. You're working hard now, everything you want, you're going to get. And I was telling her that, I said, you've done so much and you didn't even go to school. And I remember that was like a great conversation. And I remember sitting at work thinking, I can't believe I'm having this conversation with my mom at work and my boss was literally there, but he, for some reason, allowed us to have that conversation.
Like we'll be there together all the time. Every single day, every single night. And I could just say in the evening hours where you can just relax na veranda after a very long, exhausting day. They listen to radio. Most times they listen to Westlife. So I can just like that side day, just a sing along and make it just a watch,
When my mom is in Sierra Leone, I usually speak to her about 3-4 times a day. She would call all her kids. She would call us at least, 10 times a day. Hello, what are you doing? What are you eating? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm laying in my bed. Regular calls.
We all grew up in in Tembe Town with my mom and my dad. And it's funny because I actually remember some of those times. But at the same time, while we all lived here, it was very short and a memory. But my dad actually lived down the block. So even when we didn't live together, my dad lived pretty much, it was a 2-minute walk from this house to my dad's house. So it didn't feel, they never wanted us to feel like the other one didn't care about us. And I think that's the good thing about just the Parents Foundation and how everything is.
That's what I would tell her.
The shock had been too much for me. I wasn't even sure because she was so strong. She would end up being a strong person. You're not gonna expect her for die. When they say die without, for that instant, that fast, without any notification for oh, this person be sick. 2 days later, he's still sick. Because I just talked to her 2 days prior, and they healthy, they laugh, they talk. With the now so we can't want to buy meals. Now your place, now I want, now this area, we build it, they bring me wealth, and then they can stay.
So like every morning from Mondays to Fridays, it used for like drive me to school. And they pick me up after school, and then they take me directly in my office because it wants me around her all the time. Like, they can't drop me in the house. And they go there, they say like around 6 p.m. and then we come back home. So like we can they talk while they work. Then sometimes while they disturb me, because say, oh, Ikmas, you don't suffer. Just go yonder, do your assignments or do something. So yeah, then they be really, it's like a different, not to in other people that used to, like for no say you daddy they taking time off work for can pick you in school and then take you in a workplace just follow you there around that. I mean, it was sweet.
Yes, my dad passed away April 14th, actually on my brother's birthday, my younger brother, April 14th, and my mom passed away October 15th, so 6 months after my dad.
My dad actually passed away on my birthday. So when I got the message, it was actually my brother, I was having fun with my friends, and my brother was like, hey, come see me like the night before. I hung out with his friends and I went back to school. So I was in school in Boston. My brother drove up that morning and, we sat down, and it was just weird because like for me, I pick up on little signals, right? So my brother was like, oh, I'm coming. So I was like, okay, like, why are you coming? I'm like, okay, there's something wrong. And then I'm just thinking. And then like, for some reason, it was weird 'cause I just kind of knew. So like, I was like, it's not true. Devastating.
It's like you get a bullet not once, but twice. While as my mom, she had such vitality. She was such a vibrant person. You could not meet her and not love her. She would just make friends with anybody in the street. She would be buying oranges, and next thing you know, she's giving the orange lady advice on life and marriage, and and if the conversation continues, she's paying for someone's tuition. She's that type of person.
For someone that never went to school, definitely, like, I don't think there's a word that has been created to describe the type of person that she was. Truthfully, because every year, it's like I can hear her voice in my head, and then like the teachings that she had. And at the same time, it's like when I look at all of my siblings, we all have personality traits from her. Like the dreamer that she was, because to grow up the way she grew up, where she came from, to build all of this. And for me, looking at it now, like, I couldn't even catch up to that.
Oh my God, I never told her that I was dating. I remember I was in high school and I didn't tell her. I had a boyfriend for like almost 4 years and she didn't know. And our parents had to go to school to, have discussions with our teachers. And so I was so terrified that she was coming because everyone knew in school I had a boyfriend. So I begged my older sister to go. And when she went, I was like, thank God, because as soon as she entered, the first person was like, oh, Mariam and her boyfriend. And then all the teachers mentioned me having a boyfriend. And I just thought my mom would have killed me.
Today, if I don't talk here, I dey cry. But because of the way me get, but we let mama make me not go cry. Most of una don't hear about the goodness of mama do to me. But things that they will do to me, where most of una don't know about. There was a year in my life as a medical student. You don't enter, you don't see the result. Every other person result don't come out, me result not come out. That very day, Sheikh Ali Kale talk about me. And the mommy who said he be Sidom immediately, ask who the person, what not the person name, what not the person try. He said now Amos. Then he asked for make they remove that money there. Any problem where he get now the grave or wherever, let Allah lose him because of that in the way we do yesterday. He not only do this, he called me for advice me. Now this now be the most important help when me get from mommy. He called me, asked me one question. He said, young man, how do you hear about me? How people and they talk about me? People and they say are bad or people and they say are wicked? Say are strict. Now he said, young man, I advise you. He said, now life for succeed, you must go through hurdles. And you must be ready for overcome the hurdles. When the course become difficult, this now be the words them will keep me going. You must be ready. And another word where he tell me, he say, where we don't help you today. He say, use this for help other people then. He say, you not go pay me back, but you go use what I don't help you today for go help other people. The three message where I want for left to be all today. The mommy helped me because of God. And now God, now go reward them. The mommy advised me for always steadfast and stand for waiting right, even if people don't like you. He says, stand for waiting right and never give up. This is now another message where they left owner. And the last of message, the people where they help in our life, by the time they reach to that point, most of them don't die. Where they write me dissertation, where they put mommy name inside, and they remember yesterday. In Peking, they all go don't forget that moment, but it always they inside my heart that this is so much important to me. And inshallah, my first publication I get for make, in name go there inside there. Let Allah must reward them. I got so much for say, but then three message there, like the message we take home. Me and the for my mama, na my mama now. Let Allah sorry for him. رب ارحمهم كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا اللهم اغفر حينا وميتنا اللهم اغفر لميتنا صغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وانثانا وشاهدنا وغائبنا يا رب العالمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Kusha. How na they do? Okay. Today is a very, very special day for we all. Today is the day where we are speaking them. They show we appreciation for we mama and we papa. We know say we mama and we papa they work very hard for we. My mama na the first one na in family for go America. Now I open the doors them for in brother them and in sister them. My papa, he was a very, very, very good man. Gentle, respectful, and he teach me for how man supposed to treat me. We tell on all thank you today for on Akaya. We know say all man busy, all man get things them where they do. And one time I say we appreciate when I come today for day with we as they read for we mama and we papa. As speaking them, when we not get we mama and we papa, all we get for do for them, now send prayers then for them. So long as we there, now we 7 total. We not go ever stop for pray for them. We all come out, we get people that we come up from London, Nina, Ture, and in Mama and Awa, and in Pekin, Alina, then Kaya today. If they come, or if they travel all the way from London, just know say, na person will mean something to them. So we tell and thank you. We also we auntie them where they support we. Mama and sister then there. Even though mama and papa not there, then they with we. They support we. They make you feel like say we mama still there around. They talk with mama in name like say we mama just died recently. And these are 10 years now. So auntie them, I tell them thank you.
That you have a son that is not afraid to try everything, is not afraid to work. A son that works hard, is going to put his heart into everything he does. Like you have a son here that's grown up to protect his family in ways that they know. And I'm good. I'm doing all right. I am working hard. I am
My siblings. Then I like my favorite people in the whole entire world. After everything happened, now then be day for me, Like all the time where I get like issues, I call on them. They just make her feel that they feel at ease, make her feel loved, and yeah, I go say that like then I'm a safe space. Mama, papa, all in them. Since me that the youngest, they know they take no mess for me. No mess.
She was really proud of me, and she mentioned that all the time. Everyone knew that I was always by my mom's side, and no matter whatever she, was involved in, I did my best to help her as a daughter. Every time I worked, my first job, I always gave her my first check, So she mentioned those things to me, and I feel like I needed that. And the day she died, she called me and she just asked if I was okay. And I said, yeah. And I'm like, is everything okay? And she said, yeah, everything's fine. I'm just checking on you to make sure that you're okay. And that was the last conversation. It was literally 30 seconds.
Mommy, you did good. You raised good kids. You put your everything into us, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it when we were young. We appreciate it when you were here with us. We appreciate it when you're not here with us. And all the lessons you taught us has pushed us through life to difficult times. We always think back to what you taught us. And for that valuable lesson, we thank you. And I can never say how much I appreciate that you were my mother. And that was, it was a joy being your child. And nothing can replace you. It's like, it's like a whole part of me is gone. But I know every day I live according to how you raised me and taught me, I've lived a better life. So you did good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you, and I love you.
Fatmata Sidique. Fatmata Sidique, I know for say they hide in a very shy person. He just like for keep to himself. Fatmata Sidique. Fatmata Sidique. Yes. Stop being shy. Come over here. This Umano Day. Now Mama this now. Let God bless him. Let God keep her healthy. Let God make anything we wish for we and begin it come true. Let God always cover her. Just like I they cover we all with family. As I say, he's very shy. You know, like for talk boku. But as sure say me they talk for him. He want to tell everybody thank you. From in church, anybody who don't come up from in church, we come, we tell una thank you. In family, anybody who don't come, we tell una thank you. We really, really appreciate una show up for we today. We want to tell una very, very thank you. And the heat, everything. We get boku food for una. We ship her all the way from America. Things that do ya una way to una take boku una go. Una enjoy una self. Yeah, thank you very much. We thank you, yeah. May God bless una all. May God bless una pikin them. May una self una pikin able to do this for una. That's it.